I'll mention it now while I have your attention. The title says break time very soon. I'll post about it on Twitter as well and in Discord. But the plan is I'm going to stream again here on Wednesday, and then that'll be the last stream on main for a bit. Okay, that's when my break will start. We still have a collab with Henya, but I'm gonna like just put my POV on the alt channel, I think. So yeah, so we get tomorrow on alt, and then we get Wednesday on main, and then I'm just off. Yeah, it should be good. There's a lot that I have to do. It's not a vacation. No. There's so much work that I have to do, and it's so hard. There are also things that I want to like change, adjust, and I can't when I'm constantly streaming, because between this channel and the alt channel, I put in minimum 150 hours per month of streaming. Minimum. Often more. It's a lot. But I have things that I have to do on this unit. I gotta do some shit in the walls. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I have to do a lot of work with a lot of projects that are coming up that require me to like crunch time on it. I have voiceover work that I'm also taking on that I have to do, and that requires hours and hours and hours of time, sending stuff over, getting feedback, doing it again, all of that. So I need that. A lot of YouTube related stuff as well, like a lot of YouTube related stuff that I want to do as well. So all of that I want to do very badly, but I need to have time for it. So I'm going to say, since I never ever take breaks from Twitch necessarily, I'll put that away for a short bit. It'll only be a couple of weeks. I don't have an end date because I'm not going to pick an end date until I get through some of it and I can accurately gauge when I need to be like, okay, this is fine to come back now. But yeah, I need to crunch time on so much stuff, and it's kind of like all these different projects all converging at once. So I'm going to do that. But it's getting a lot of, there's so much good stuff on the horizon because of this. There's so many good things that I'm going to work on and get finished now. So that is the good part. So I'll still be doing a lot of work, but I'm not going to do that work and be streaming 150 hours, you know, like I just think there's no way. I think there's absolutely no way. But yeah, it all does take a really long time. I also, like, on top of it, I just would like to have some time to make some YouTube videos again. And a lot of the time that people want to record with me, all these things are always coinciding with when I stream. It's just hard scheduling wise. So this will open me up to being able to do more of that. Right, Wolfie? That's right. He's staring. But yeah, there's so much. So I'm going to do so much of that stuff. And then there's also, honestly, like, I wanted to take a break way earlier, but then all the VShojo stuff was happening. I ended up, leaving the group and shit, and I was like, all right, well, I don't want to like stop streaming right there, you know, like I didn't want it to look weird, you know, and then later, then there was more, and I was like, oh, now's not the time, you know, so I did that. And then since then there's been all this ongoing legal stuff in the background, and I'm like, well, I want to pay my legal fees and all this stuff, so I'm going to make sure I'm like still streaming and all these things. It's just like delayed it a billion times, you know? So I think the break will also be good for that, to just relax. I still have legal things to take care of too, and just make sure that I'm on. So, you know, everything has converged. So I'm like, okay, best idea is to just like pick a day and be like, that's the last day for a little bit. Because I also have that mindset where I'm like, oh, I can't take breaks. Streamers can't take breaks, right? But then I look around myself and I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I see so many VTubers take like a billion breaks, okay? And like no one cares, you know, like so many of them stream like 2-3 times a week. So many of them stream for 2 weeks and then they're off for 3, and then they stream for 2 and then they're off for 3. I see this so much and I'm like, what am I doing? You know what I like? You know what I mean? I do still like streaming consistently, so I'm not really planning on like becoming inconsistent. I don't think that's the answer at all. But yeah, when I have a lot to do, I'm just like, all right, well, if I gotta take a week here or there, it's whatever, right? It's not that big a deal. So yeah, I will be doing that. So Wednesday stream, and after that chill. You'll only see me on if I've got a sponsor I've got to do here, or if I am collabing and I really want the footage from my POV. I want to save that. Instead of hitting record, it's easier for me to like go to the alt stream and hit stream and just have the VOD, right? So those are the times you might still see me on Twitch, or if I'm in a collab with somebody and I'm on their POV, whatever. That's it, right, Wolfie? He just stretched against my desk and it was real cute. Don't jump up. Oh, Wolfie. He's a hot mess, and he's not graceful, and he trips a lot, so he falls all over stuff. So I have to take every drink and make sure it's in a bottle and not a cup. Otherwise, he'll just knock it over. I'll probably be back regularly around Halloween. Yeah, no matter what, I'm not trying to take a month. It'll be a couple weeks. Probably that, let me look. Yeah, probably like that week of Halloween. I would be back sometime around then, maybe. But again, it depends on how long it takes. Could be sooner, could be later. We shall see. We shall see. But there's a lot of really cool stuff that I'm excited for. And I'm going to get a little more Discord focused. I'm going to try to do some things in Discord, whatever. So if you're very community involved, there might be more things to do there, you know? Just saying.